The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2025 early spring edition of The Local Show. I'm your host, Tom Soccocio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. In every episode, we dive into captivating conversations with Syracuse's movers and shakers, like business owners, top executives, entrepreneurs, nonprofit organizations, and a bunch more. So brace yourself for jaw-dropping business insights and success stories. The Local Show shines the light on those visionaries, the business visionaries, turning Syracuse into the ultimate hub for work, life, and new opportunities. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studios, brought to you by Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. And you can see us on YouTube as well. Just look it up. And now, Steve, the
You do that
general king of the show.
Yeah. So, back a month or two ago when you were ill and I did the opening.
Yeah.
It sucked. I was listening to you. Even when you miss a word, you still got it. And I was talking to someone this week. They're like, that Tom, he does a great. You know what it was? It was Patty over at iHeart.
Oh, right.
She was like,
yes,
Tom
she's a wonderful
is
person.
quite the professional. And I said, I know, I love him. He's a pain in the neck, but you know what? There is none better in, they always say that. They never say, and you're pretty good too. They just and I go, I just sit there and bounce off of Tom. But
I wish I could make a living at it.
Yeah, I know. Great. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Yes.
I tried.
It's too late now. We're too old. We just hang in there, Tom.
The time has gone, and So anyway, we have a great show for you, though. So, hey there, Jerome. How are you, Jerome Snyder?
Living the dream. This
like
is
a dream come true. Like a dream come true.
So what's it like being the king of extermination?
I'm glad you used that word. We don't do extermination.
No, he doesn't.
I want to.
Do you snuggle with the vermin?
I do. I take them and I bring them to my house and I put them in my bed with me. And
you negotiate with the bugs and ask them to leave?
I'm glad you used that word. What's your name, Steve?
Yes, thank you.
Sometimes
we don't like to be referred to as exterminators. All right, so we're pest management.
Okay.
So
what's new and wild and exciting in not extermination?
I got a lot to talk about today.
Well, talk.
So last week I was down in Orlando, Florida, and I was at a conference, Pestmaster franchise. We get together 3 times a year. We talk about industry and what's going on, and man, everything just kind of came together real quick. Even since I left that thing, some stuff that I've read since I left last week.
Yeah.
So I come in this morning and you have Bill Kaufman's honeybee rescue business card.
Yeah, he was with us last week.
So I work with Bill. So when we go out and do our work and we find a honeybee colony that's in a place, we usually call Bill first. And Bill's number one first class in the area.
He mentioned that to us.
Yeah, because he can do the repairs. Mm-hmm. I went and tried removing the nest a couple times, and I can remove the nest, but I can't fix the house, right? As much. Bill's very capable at that. There's a couple of other beekeepers in the area that do rescue, that they will come and cut them out. And so when we come up across the bee hive, we don't exterminate it, we don't treat it, we refer to some of our friends in the area that can come and they can cut that out of the wall, and then we can treat afterwards, because the other pests will come in, the dermestid beetles and the wasps and stuff will be attracted, their skunks will be attracted in to eat up that mess. So we'll clean it up and then we'll prevent them from coming back. But we do have some friends in the area that we do, and Bill Kaufman is great. I cannot say enough about him. I call him up and he's responsive, he's capable, he's very good. But at this conference last week, I was this Dr. Jamie Ellis, and he's a professor at the University of Florida, and he's studying bees.
Right.
And so, man, there was just a ton of information and stuff. Now, I will tell you this right off the get-go. Pestmaster has always been completely focused on protecting the environment. And I'll just give you a quick example. In the past, the standard pest control was come and I'm going to spray your house with 20 gallons worth of product and you're going to be guaranteed for a year. And so from the day one, when we showed up on the scene here, we said, we're not doing that. I don't know what product they're putting on. I don't know how much they're putting on the house. But we can come 3 times or 4 times a year and put less product on your house in all 4 of those applications than they're putting on in 1. And so we've been like that since the beginning.
So they're like dropping a bomb. Let's kill everything possibly. Nuclear bomb. Boom. Everything's dead.
I don't want to tell you what they're doing because I don't know.
Right.
But what are they guaranteeing?
Right.
And so they're hedging bets that they don't have to come back for a year. Right. So one-time service guaranteed for a year. I don't know how they do it. I'm never going to do it.
Okay.
And after my conference last week, now I'm really more buckled into what we're doing, and we're even going to change what we're doing this year. And so let me try to explain. And there's 4,500. I have numbers right down here. There's 4,500 species of bee in America, right?
It's a lot of buzz.
Just bees.
Yeah.
There's 1 species of honeybee. All right. There's just 1 species. Now there's a couple different varieties and stuff. You get the Africanized ones and this and that. But the commercial industry, which takes those ones around, those are the only ones they take around. They move them all around the country. They move them from Florida to the West Coast.
Who moves them?
These honeybee owners. These people like a honeybee rescue.
Bill,
I don't know that he moves his around,
right.
but they go out and they help the farmers pollinate the food. This is about our food source, and this is a really big deal. This is completely about our food source. So there are commercial honeybee sources that they go and they have them. They move them where the blueberries are. They move them where the alfalfa is. They move them where the apples. You go out to Abbott apples, right? Abbott.
Yeah.
So they have bees up there to pollinate the apple trees. So all of agricultural needs these bees to professionally pollinate that. So for this 1 species, right? The other ones are still doing the work, but we don't look at those. We don't look at the other 4,590 species of bee, right? So we look at those because we got control. We know how many colonies there are. The Department of Agriculture knows how many colonies are out there and generally where they're at, other than the hobbyists, right? So this is important. Anything that's in the environment, this Dr. Jamie Ellis says, is in those hives. It's in the honey, right? So if a honey can travel 5 miles from where that colony is, 5 miles out, go back to your 6th grade math, pi r squared, that's 80 square miles that one hive can cover.
Okay.
Potentially, right? And so they can go out and they forage and they bring whatever's in that environment, they bring it back. I didn't know this. I didn't know that they were going 5 miles, and I didn't think that it was 80 square miles. But you take a square that's got a radius of 5 miles, it's a big territory, and there's a lot of hives around. So
what's your point?
My point is this.
I was thinking of Tom said it. That's why I love Tom.
Look, this is important to the future
With about a minute
of the
to
country.
go.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, tell us.
Over the winter, there's 80% loss in bees.
Really?
Yes. The commercial honeybees, these guys who are watching it, they lost 80% of their bees over the winter this year. All right, so what we're doing and what your pest control company is doing, they better be paying attention to what they're doing to get rid of those wasps, that they're not getting rid of the bees.
I see. Yeah.
It's absolutely important. You should be talking to your pest control provider and saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you doing your work to prevent this? It's about our food source.
Okay, so Jerome Snyder, the man loves honeybees. So don't let
I like eating sandwiches.
So what I heard you say was, don't let the folks that are doing your house kill the honeybees. These are too important. Jerome loves bees. If you have bees, Jerome will figure out if they're honeybees, if they're wasps, what they are, and he'll take care of them either way. But I know ants are marching in and all those things. Pestmaster. Talk to my friend Jerome here at 598-4046.
That's me.
Pestmaster.com. You put Syracuse in there, you'll find Jerome. But 598-4046. Take care of the bees and the other things. And Jerome, I trust you so much. You take care of my mom's stuff. So there.
I do.
So thanks for coming in today.
All right.